For more content and information on this layout, please visit us at www.tracksidemodel-railroading.com.
Barry Franklin of Mercer Island, Washington owns the Franklin Ridge Line's layout. Barry's father Harvey modeled the Old West for several decades. Barry built rolling stock back in the 50s that ran on his father's layout and is now in use on the FRL. After Harvey passed in '91, Barry salvaged some of the structures and rolling stock from his layout, which was called the 3B, named for family members Blake, Barry, and Barbara. He had some of the buildings rebuilt. The salvaged buildings include the fire station and Arlo's Automotive, which has a fully detailed interior, which were built by Colin Emerson in the 90s. Those structures now reside in Franklin Ridge. Barry hired Progressive Model Design to construct the 6 by 13 foot 4-inch FRL layout for his home. Progressive Model Design, or PMD, is a child company to Circuitron Incorporated, creator of the Tortoise Switch machine. Both companies share a home in Romeoville, Illinois. Barry and PMD President Steve Worak began planning the layout in 2010. After many tweaks to the design, PMD began construction. The layout was delivered to Barry's home in 2013. Barry then had small dioramas built by PMD using some of his father's models, one each for several family members. The track plan for Franklin Ridge Lines is a looped figure 8, single main line with sidings and a yard. The layout is museum quality and is based in the 1940s. The layout was built at PMD headquarters in Illinois and trucked to Mercer Island in 2 parts. It's constructed using open grid benchwork and insulation foam. The 2 halves were raised to the upstairs layout room via a crane. The room is 17 by 10 feet, or about 5 by 3 meters, and the exterior wall is made up of mostly windows, which were opened sufficiently wide to create a large enough opening for the crane to move the layout inside. Once the 2 sections were in place, PMD attached the trackage and finished the scenery to tie the layout together. To make the layout room more complete, Barry hired Andy Eccleshall to paint a mural on the walls that serves as the layout's backdrop. The scene shows off the idyllic surroundings of Franklin Ridge. Andy is an artist living in nearby Edmonds, Washington. He painted the mural in 2014 after the layout was already in place, working in the limited area between the benchwork and the wall. Barry wanted to add more detail to Franklin Ridge, so he hired Seattle area modeler Todd Gamble to work on more structures for the layout starting in 2015. Todd has added to the foliage, weathered many of the older cars, created the waterfall, and put in more details. One scene that he built is the Franklin & Sons Tool and Supply Shop. The shop has a water cistern that catches water and feeds it through a brass cannon to power the machine shop's water wheel. He also designed and constructed the ice plant, reinventing an old green structure. A truck accidentally dumped a block of ice that is melting in the gravel lot out front, and the crew is painting the back side of the building. Todd's work on the layout is ongoing. Modelers interested in the art of the hobby will find Franklin Ridge quite fascinating. There are a multitude of details throughout the town. A visitor could inspect for hours without seeing it all. On the street heading out of downtown, a milk delivery driver had to stop to change a tire and spilled a jug of milk, which has attracted a few neighborhood cats. At the log camp, loggers are all over cutting timber. These are some of the many scenes built by PMD. A number of animals can also be spotted here and there: moose, deer, bear, elk, all sorts of birds, and domestic animals. Barry controls the layout using NCE digital command control with ProCab throttles. The track is all hand-laid by PMD. The company places a high priority on the quality of its track work and actually guarantees derailment-free operation. They use Insel Sound Roadbed, which is a proprietary product that combines laminated composite materials as the roadbed over birch plywood subroadbed. The switches are Circuitron's tortoise switch machines. PMD built a control panel with a schematic which is mounted on the fascia to control the switches remotely. Franklin Ridgelines is fully operable with realistic track work, but Barry's main interest in modeling is the overall beauty and level of detail in the scenes, so operations take a back seat by comparison. Links to see the builders are on the screen. The layout was designed and built by Progressive Model Design. It was detailed more by Todd Gamble, and the mural was painted by Andy Eccleshall.
We offer the complete tour of this layout and many more on DVD video. For more content and information on this layout, please visit us at www.tracksidemodel-railroading.com.